on the simple point about what will the government do from here on. There is a recommendation. Yes, the government has not announced anything yet, but certainly all eyes are on what is the government going to do as far as this recommendation is concerned.
Madhav, we are committed for the welfare of the last person in line. There is absolutely no doubt about that. But what we are missing, the grand picture here, is that the Congress party tried it long back. What was Rangnath Mishra Commission? What was Sachar Committee? दलितों के आरक्षण को चुपके से मुसलमानों को दे दो. This was the strategy of the Congress party. This is a evil design, not today, but from years. Congress party, in the quest of minority appeasement, Congress party has always tried to distribute the reservation of SC, ST and OBC. This is the real face of the Congress party. Congress Prime Minister Manmohan Singh says publicly, देश के संसाधनों पे पहला मुसलमानों का है. आपने कहा होता दलितों का है, OBC का है, आदिवासी का तो स्वीकार किया होता हमने. But your quest for this blind minority appeasement, this is not the first time. This is not the first time that the Congress party is doing so. And Mr. Rahul
It's
Gandhi,
not the first time, says Guru Prakash. Let's take a quick look at what has been the historical position of the Congress party when it comes to such reservations. Let's quickly look at what really has happened. In 1953, the Nehru government set up the first Backward Classes Commission. The commission submitted its report in 1955. No action was taken at that point of time. Move on to 1978, when the Mandal Commission was constituted by the Morarji government. Moving on to the results as far as the commission is concerned, it was in 1980 that the commission recommended 27% reservation for OBCs. No action was taken by the subsequent Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi governments. They chose not to act on it. And VP Singh, who later was the Prime Minister following Rajiv Gandhi, quoted in his biography Manzil Se Zyada Safar in 2006, and he said that the Congress was least concerned with social equations and changes. That's the statement of the former Prime Minister, also saying that Congress leaders are obsessed only with power equations, and of course the comparison there to social equations. Tehseen, I want you to respond to this point, because this is the point repeatedly being made by the BJP, that Congress has ignored this for decades and is now waking up for political considerations on the same.
When you have nothing in a debate of substance, and so far my fellow panelists will agree that they have nothing in a debate of substance, all they can do is rake up the past. Fact is, the Congress conducted a caste census. Fact is, the BJP opposed it. Fact is, then the BJP said, look, we will release it. Fact is, it's not been released. These are the only facts that matter. Everything else that went in the past is not there. You got to go in the past if you... Sir,
okay, let him I've asked him a question. You can respond.
I will answer every question. After a long time, I will not back out. I'll speak out every issue, please.
Karnataka.
Including on Karnataka, please. And first of all, it's not a census, it's a survey. But let me come on that. There's a difference, and I'll explain that. But let me explain that. First of all, the only thing is Nehru, Indira, Rajiv. They have nothing to do with the present. That's point number one. Point number two. Now let's come to the issue of the RSS, which continuously not just oppose it. Mohan Bhagwat, and I quote Times of India, in 2015 and 2019 said caste reservation should be done away with. The RSS has never had a Dalit or an OBC chief. Never. The BJP has had one Dalit president, that's all. They will never have one. Every time we speak of social justice, be it Rahul ji, Akhilesh ji, Tejasvi ji, or us small people here, we will be heckled because they don't want social justice. Now let's come to the issue. The RSS has never had a Dalit or an OBC president. Never had one. No chance of them having one. I dare them to have it next. They won't have it. Now let's come to the next point out here. Apart from the RSS opposing it, Mohan Bhagwat ji opposing it, the fact is the BJP today takes credit for the caste survey released in Bihar, which was released by Nitish ji and Tejasvi ji, lied on national TV.
Okay.
Why aren't the recommendations today being implemented by the state?
Okay.
Why aren't they? Do it right now.
Shantanu. I want Shantanu to respond because he was raising some points. Shantanu, quick response.
I think the discussion that we were having towards the end, that what after caste census, I think that's very consequential. Will we go against the 9-judge judgment that the reservation cannot go beyond 50%? Because Congress have shown, because they have no sympathy toward caste census, right? In Telangana, in Karnataka and Himachal, the chief secretaries are or upper caste. When P. Chidambaram or Pranab Mukherjee were finance minister, their whole finance ministry, there were no Dalit, there were no OBC, so they will not do it, but they will point out to you, right? So I think their consequence for that, ki inko Hinduon ko bato. I will create caste consciousness in the Hindu community so that I will get the vote. Khatakat chal gaya. Reservation, Samvidhan chala gaya. Reservation chala gaya.
Let me put that
question. They are only having political consideration. Rahul Gandhi have no whatsoever has consideration towards the caste person.
Okay, but I want Tehseen, once again, I want Tehseen to answer this point.
Karnataka did not answer.
One second. I'm asking that question as well. Tehseen, the point being made here repeatedly by BJP and the panelists supporting BJP is that you want to divide the Hindu votes, which have been united for the first time under this Prime Minister, and that's something that he has done. The point being made over here is that if you're so serious about it, Why not release it in Karnataka? You're in power there.
At the peak of BJP's power, at the peak of it, it did not get more than 40% Hindu votes. What is this, the Hindu votes in United?
Why Karnataka?
Consolidation. This
is not fair. Really not fair.
Yeah.
Okay. It's really not fair. I will answer Karnataka. I have to answer Karnataka. It is at the peak of the BJP's performance. This is 2014 and 19. They didn't get more than 40% Hindu votes. My wife is a Hindu. She didn't vote BJP. No, Hindus don't vote. The majority of Hindus. Now, number one. So there is no consolidation. They think there's consolidation. If there was consolidation of Hindu votes, a Dalit would have been an RSS chief. It's not happening. An OBC would have been RSS chief. Now let's come to the issue
that have to do with
Karnataka. Let's take the bull by the horns. Let's take the bull by the horns. The fact of the matter is Karnataka was a survey. The survey had economic reasons as well, just like the Bihar survey had economic reasons, which, by the way, found out that many people from the forward community are poor. The data, once it came out, came the code of conduct. Since then has been submitted in the cabinet. The cabinet then passed a resolution to get the errors removed and to have it released. That has already been done in the cabinet. Now the errors have to be released. It's gone back to Mr. Hegde. One second, just a second, please. Please let the viewers hear it. Let the viewers hear it because it's been asked. A caste survey, once done, because it had economic data as well, has gone to the cabinet, which says send it, get the errors out, and then we have to take the call on releasing. It has gone to the cabinet. Now I am asking, they have a data, the caste census.
This is exactly the point. One second. You are saying this. Tehseen, the central government has also repeatedly said that there are errors that we want to rectify. So the same argument applies to Karnataka. If you are criticizing them for doing it, then you have to also take the same criticism.
Except this was given in 1st March 2024. It's already gone in cabinet. That was in 2011. Where has it gone in Modi ji's cabinet? Show me when it's gone. This is the line that they have caught.
One second. You asked the question. Tushar.
Tehseen is getting too agitated saying do not invoke Nehru, Indira or Rajiv.
No, I'm saying evoke.
2009, a Congress leader says, I do not believe in the caste system. I only believe that the difference between the rich and the poor is that of opportunities. Who was that leader? Rahul Gandhi, 2009, 15 years ago. What changed between 2009 and 2024? Rahul Gandhi's Congress was routed thrice in the Lok Sabha elections because of a consolidation of the Hindu vote that Tehseen disagrees with. If the consolidation of the vote was for the Congress, they would have at least got 100 seats in one of those 3 elections. So, Madhav, we need to understand this entire caste census, the way Congress is approaching it, is with a political filter to divide the Hindus. It has nothing about economic justice. It has nothing about
social justice. Let me bring in the last data point and then we can continue on this debate. Quickly, if you can bring on screen what has happened as far as the last few Lok Sabha elections are concerned, we need to look at which way the OBC vote has been split, and this is the data from 2024 right beginning from 2004. Look at the data over here. It's very interesting to see how it's changed. The regional parties getting a bulk of it 20 years ago at 43%, 23 and 24%. The Congress and BJP almost even Stevens there. Move on to 2009. The gap is almost the same. It hasn't drastically changed. 2014 is where things get shaken up drastically, where this number of the regional parties stays at 43, but the shift, about 10% shift happening there from the Congress and allies to the BJP and allies at 34%, the Congress at 15. In 2019 again, it's a similar sort of pattern that we're looking at, but this time, look at the regional parties. They've also been hit in the OBC vote. And again, another bump of roughly 10% that we see over there as well. That's as far as the data in 2019 is concerned. In 2024, the Congress has made up some ground. It has increased to 19% from 15%. The BJP and allies steady at 44%. And here, once again, the regional parties hit from 27% to 20%. This is the crux of why the OBC vote appears to be so important for all political parties. And Tehseen, ultimately, I'm going to bring you in on this as well. Tehseen, ultimately, this is why the fight is on for the OBC vote in the caste survey, is it not?
No, the fight is on to give people justice. And he quoted Rahul Gandhi. Just allow me. Yes, I do not believe in the caste system is a positive statement. No, I will clean your house because you entered my house is a negative statement. I cannot believe in the caste census, the caste system, but believe that there are people who've been discriminated against, like Uttar Pradesh, maybe Karnataka, Telangana, Central University, State University, and therefore I have to do a survey and a census to give them justice. That is dramatically different from saying I will not discriminate against you because I don't believe in this discrimination. They are two separate things, and it's only for the BJP with a mindset that is upper caste that won't understand this.
Okay.
Theory will only get us so far. You put on the numbers. One interesting trend. Congress since 2014 has been running this agenda. 2014 that the BJP is against the backward caste or the reserved caste. the OBC vote has stuck with the BJP. It's only increased 10 percentage points between 2014 and 24. Whereas the Congress, a mere 4 percentage point increase in 24, and that is also because of the regional partners that came with them, where they got the benefit. Even the OBC voters, we talked about this in December also, Madhav, when the Madhya Pradesh elections were on, that for all Jitni Abadi Utna Hak, Rahul Gandhi keeps chanting, the OBC community does not believe him. The people on the ground, given the last 10 years of the Labharthi vote, do not buy into the Congress's narrative. The way they see economic inequality, the way they see equity, the way they see social backwardness. The Congress is only harping around, but the
Labharthis have kind of broken down the caste divisions that existed. That's his argument. Respond to him.
It has not broken at all. The fact of the matter is that the rise of the percentage is primarily because the idea of India, which is incorporated in the Constitution, has been defeated, and the aggressive Hindutva was followed after 2014, and that is the reason why you see the rise of the OBC first. And the second thing, I want to respond to the BJP hypocrisy on caste census. In Parliament, they say we don't want a caste census. When our member of Parliament, Manoj Jha, asked a question in the Parliament, then what about 9th schedule? Will BJP include 9th schedule, so that there should be a protection of the reservation? The answer is very, very surprising.
Guru Prakash.
No, the answer is says that the 9th schedule is...
It's a hypocrisy. You made this point earlier.
Schedule is under the purview of the state government. How
hypocrisy at the state and central level. Guru Prakash, direct question from RJD spokesperson.
Respond. BJP.
Guru Prakash, respond.
Right from the beginning.
1 second.
Let me first respond to my friend Tehseen Poonawalla. Tehseen was playing a victim card saying Pasmanda Muslim. Tehseen gave me 5 names of Pasmanda Muslim leaders in Congress party today. You won't be able to. क्योंकि कोई है ही नहीं. Pasmanda Muslim victim card खेल रहे हो. You don't have one single leader from the Congress party who comes from the Pasmanda Muslim community. Give me one name. This is exactly the hypocrisy of the Congress party. बात करेंगे दलित आदिवासी की, कौन दलित है? कोई है ही नहीं. You give me one name of an आदिवासी female leader from the Congress party, कोई नहीं बता पाओगे आप. This is the true face. This is the true feudalism of the Congress party. Let me make this very clear to you, Madhav. Congress party wants Dalit, Adivasi and OBC only for their vote bank exclusively.
Okay.
And you were raising question on the RSS. RSS के सरसंघचालक दलित है कि नहीं? अरे RSS ने देश का सरसंघचालक दलित बना दिया. RSS ने देश का सरसंघचालक आदिवासी बना दिया. तो RSS के सरसंघचालक का तो पॉइंट छोड़ दो. Don't play in this rhetorical argument, Tehseen. I want to tell you this very categorically. It is because of the RSS. It is because of the Bharatiya Janata Party that NCBC gets a constitutional status. It is because of the Bharatiya Janata Party that IIT, IIM, NEET, AIMS, students from the backward communities, students from the SC/ST communities are getting the samman, are getting the respect, are getting the recognition. And the Congress party historically, structurally, systematically, in the quest of minority appeasement, have always ignored the aspirations of the Dalit, Adivasi and OBC communities. So please don't fool around. You are now exposed in front of the marginalized, in front of the vanchit and the Hashiya Varg of the Samaj.
Right. As this debate draws to a close, I want to just point out that several government committees have repeatedly pointed out that when it comes to education, there's not just discrimination on campuses, but also various deprived communities, whether we're talking about SCs, STs, OBCs, have also received poor representation as far as higher education in premier institutes is concerned. That's all on record. It's all part of government data, and therefore this continues to be a very serious issue. Why no resolution, no consensus has been found remains very important. Beyond party politics, it's a very, very real and very important social issue. We certainly hope that it comes to a resolution at the earliest. On that note, Guru Prakash, Tushar Gupta, Shantanu Gupta, Dr. Suresh Mane, Professor Subodh Mehta, Vivek Sailas, Tehseen Poonawalla, thanks so much for joining us on this edition of the National Debate.